afternoon.
Oh, yeah?
It's just after 12 o'clock. I've had my lunch already. It was one of them days where, you want your lunch at 10 o'clock.
What did you have?
I had a steak sandwich that my wife made me.
Nice.
Back kiss and flavoured water. It was
Oh.
nice. Steak sandwich was lovely, bit of class. But that's the problem with bringing your lunch in, isn't it? You're just looking at it from about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's eyeing you, isn't it? It's going, eat me.
If you only have some toast. But yeah, I'd like to point out this rotor that Neil Atkinson devised, which is the video and audio rotor, and you'll probably see on here it says Neil and John. Quite clearly, Neil and John to do the video, but Atkinson's not turned in yet, has he?
Dirty stop out. I think he did a show and then just thought, Liverpool's my oyster. I'm not going to go out till 4 a.m.
So rumours of a 4 a.m. finish. He was out with Phil Blunder last night, who has made it in the office, and he doesn't even work here.
Yeah.
So absolute disgrace, Mr. Atkinson. It's not good enough, to be honest with you. We're gonna have to get HR to speak to him, aren't we?
We are. I think we're going to have a board meeting about it.
I know we're like a new media company. It's all Google and come in when you want and bean bags and stuff over there. But you know what I mean? It's still. I don't know why.
We're a serious business.
Serious business.
Look at our faces. Look how serious we are.
So Neil, consider this your first formal warning. If he ever comes in,
it's verbal, isn't it?
Verbal
warning.
The next month. So this is it. Also, Matt, who's our new IT guy, just ordered this book and it looks terrific.
Yeah, it's
just come this morning. Come from Amazon. It's about the 2013-14 season. Make us dream. It was good that year, wasn't it?
It was good that year. There's a good chapter in that about the Norwich game, I think. I wrote that.
It's not high enough. That's how good I am at selling. Yeah, that's just cool. I just thought I'd have a bit of fun with that. Right, footy, did you 3-all? They played all right.
They did, yeah. Quite surprised by the performance, really. It was one of them. It was like, go ahead.
Yeah.
You play in the league leaders, you've got to remember that, and a bit of a patched up side, and yet Liverpool were on the front foot and getting in there. Firmino, brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, they are a good team, Arsenal. I think that's kind of been overlooked, really. The top
of
of the
league.
There's
still good football there from them as well.
They are going to make things difficult for you. They are going to have periods where they create chances, and I was a bit disappointed with how we kind of dealt with that, really. But it's to be expected that they will do a bit. But how we fought back, and I was pleased with. And I noticed you've written something that's going to be on the Liverpool Echo website today, haven't you? And I've just had a little look at that, and that's something you talk about. Is it would have been the easiest thing in the world when they went 3-2 down to just kind of feel sorry for themselves, but they kept going till the end, and I thought the crowd were pretty good as well. And we got the late equaliser, and I think stuff like that. I mean, it's a late equaliser. You want them to be late winners, but stuff like this helps towards the players and fans all believing that Liverpool go to the last minute, and that's important, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And we've done really well in a game against the league leaders, and so you look at the table and you think, well, 9th, that's not great, but then they're top, and we've just basically played better than them in a game.
Yeah.
And we probably should have won. 1-0 up, 2-1 up. I think now sort of as this day's going on, I'm starting to think I'm a bit disappointed we didn't win now. I mean, it seems mad to say when you only got the draw in the 90th minute.
Yeah,
we should have won it.
We should have won. Yeah.
But no, I agree with you that it's fantastic that he showed that spirit, kept going, because I think we've seen last 18 months or so plenty of times where you can basically see the heads going down and you just think they've got nothing left.
Yeah.
I mean, when Klopp kicked off that time about everyone getting off early, I think you weren't seeing much from the players though, where they were just, I remember it's just hoofing it and everyone just feel it, heads
They didn't themselves seem to believe that they were going to get out of it. And I think Klopp acknowledged that they need that. Like, it needs to be like a two-way thing, and we need to make them believe. And
that seems to that's starting to happen now. I think he's fostering a better team spirit, which is fantastic. And all we need to do now is basically stop throwing it in our own net and learn how to defend the corner or two. Maybe
it will be a start. Do you think it might be a big moment for Firmino in his career, in his Liverpool career?
I think it might be. Yeah, I think he needed something where he kicked on. It's his first one at Anfield, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, I mean, he looked delighted about it as well, didn't he? I mean, you look at that. There's a great picture of them all celebrating for Alan's goal, and Firmino's like giving it one of them to the cop, and you're like, go ahead,
that's the image we used on the pink last night. So there's the one
great picture from Dave
Walcliffe. Mr. Dave Walcliffe, nice one. He's probably the best about, isn't he?
He's good, yeah.
Walcliffe, I bet he turns in as well.
He'd be in. If we said to Dave, come and do this video, he'd be in.
He'd be, especially if he did the rotor.
You can rely on Dave. Not like that Neil fella.
I think that was all. I don't think we had to add that, mate. I think they got the subtext. What did I want to talk about as well? Corker. Corker's a funny one. I saw he put on his Instagram or whatever. I think Saturday morning I probably thought I had more chance of winning the lottery than playing up front for Liverpool.
It was mad, that one. It was really, really mad. But it was great in a weird way. It was like the old, I think it's Gareth who always says this, isn't it, about the horse on the pitch. But it was like that. It was like, look at this fella. He's massive. And he's up front. And it was like, I didn't know what to make of it. Because remember when we all ripped Mourinho about putting youth up front? But it's our manager doing it now. And it's all right.
I think the thing with Chelsea was with the who thing, because they were so much... They were like 30 points ahead of us in the league, where they're such a better team, and it was quite funny with all that money they kind of resorted to Robert Hoof up front. And I don't think our defenders minded too much that day, to be honest with you, all that. But I think it was a nice one to throw in an Arsenal. He clearly didn't really know where to position himself, did he? You know, you see that. People talk about, just play up front. If you're quick and you're big, but so much of it is positioning and kind of movement and knowing kind of having that striker's instinct, really.
Benteke, take note.
He did alright for the goal, though, didn't he, Benteke?
He did alright for the goal, but I'm still not over the one where he's berating Ibe.
Yeah.
And it's like...
There's a still of that, and you're like... I don't... See... I think I'm all right with him going for the cutbacks because he gets a lot of goal there, but that can't be like your one thing. You need to mix it up, and especially in that position where I can't get it back to him. Like just leg it.
Get in there.
Just
get in the box.
Just leg it into that edge of the 6-yard box. Although we banned that now. No, that stayed.
No, it stayed. It never didn't ban that filth.
Yeah. Just quickly before we go, there's a bit of I've sent a tweet on it. There's a little bit on Klein. A few people thinking he might be suspended for the game against United. He's not. Phil Blundell reliably informed me, and he's the knowledge on all these things. Great on suspensions. That it wiped clean on 31st of December. So don't worry about that. I mean, it's a bit early, but would you be looking to pick the same team or any changes for United?
I don't know. I'm not sure if there's anyone else who's really come into contention. I think you probably start again with Bobby F, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Up front, he's done well there, and I think if you're United now, you're thinking, he looks like something to worry about. I think Benteke off the bench remains that option. I'd leave that like that. I don't know. No, there's not too much to change.
Yeah, the only one's maybe Joe Allen, because he was.
Would you drop
Sean? Yeah, but that's the thing. That I probably wouldn't, and that's the thing, because I think Sean and Henderson have got a lot about them physically. And I remember, obviously, last time we played Man United, they dominated us physically, and so I'd be worried about that. So I think it's a good thing for the football club and for the football manager kind of to reward kind of success, if you like. So it'd be nice to see if Joe Allen got his start, but I just don't see who he comes in for in this game. So he's a little bit unlucky, really, Allen. The next game's Man United. If it was maybe, a Palace at home or something, you might change your mind and jig it about a bit and try and get him in there, because I think it's an important thing for a manager to do. But just with it being Man U, I'd probably...
Especially other games as well.
Yeah, exactly. I'd probably stick the same. But that's presuming that, a few of the guys he feels can do another game straight away. I know he said about Colo and Sacco, doing a run of games and how it's tricky. I mean, two's not a massive run, but you know what I mean? There'll be a few to assess fitness-wise, but generally speaking, I'd like to get the same lads.
What about Corker, though?
He's a emergency striker, isn't
he? Did you not think Sacco looked like he was holding his leg funny towards the end of the game?
Maybe.
It looked like he was almost... I can't really describe it well. It looked like he was almost running on one leg. and I kept saying to him, mate, is he all right? I'm not sure about the way he's holding his leg there. So, I don't know. I mean... I wouldn't mind seeing Corker now. See what he's like as a defender.
Well, he's had his little run, hasn't he? A little bit of front, a little bit of defensive mid at the end. Yeah, he is a big fella. And, not enough of that. Right, I think that's it. Thursday, we're recording 3 shows today. We're doing a Tuesday review, a special. Sean's getting in to talk about the Arsenal game. I know they're going to talk a lot about Czech passing to Giroud a lot and how successful that was. So there's going to be a focus on that. So a nice little bonus for subscribers there. A little bit of extra Sean Rodgers. People like him, don't they?
They do, yeah. And maybe Sean can tell us what formation Liverpool played last night.
Don't mate. It was 4-4-2. You can go Wolves. You throw me there. 5 o'clock we're doing Unwrapped, and then it's 6:30 we're on the radio, live on City Talk. You can listen to that wherever you are in the UK, and we're on medium wave now. Is I can't remember what city. Just go online, Google it. On City Talk, we're live at 6:30. So that'll be good as well. I presume Neil will turn in for the.
Hopefully, yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He's got this audio thing to do this, have we? Is he down for that?
I think that'll probably. I think me and you. I think clear our three.
Tell you what, we'd put some hours in, me and you, don't we, mate? Should get a bonus or something.
That's been the lunchtime wrap up.
See you later.